Hi, my name is Cowell, and today I'm going to show you how to paint some flowers. I've started working on watercolour paper using a watercolour pencil. There'll be a list of all the products available on my website for you to download. And I'm just sketching with a watercolour pencil. I use watercolour pencils because the paint will dissolve in whatever paint I put on top. And I managed to find some beautiful blue roses, and quickly sketching out the rose and just showing you that if you use straight lines when you work with painting roses, they don't end up looking like pink cabbages. So painting in square lines and using a water-soluble pencil is the way that I tend to work with flowers. Looking at the composition, I'm just trying to pop in a few varieties of plants. So that's an agapanthus that I'm just drawing quickly. I'm going to be using a lot of Derwent products, and these are the Inktense products, Inktense blocks and Inktense pencils, and also using a sprinkler. And with the sprinkler you can grate the paint and get some lovely textures. So I'm using a combination of the blocks as well as the pencils, and then spritzing it with the Derwent Spritzer. There's a lot of spritzers out there, but sometimes they have too much puff and they just blow the paint around, whereas the Derwent one just manages to dissolve the paint and then allow it to run. Using an Inktense pencil just to make a few shapes within the flowers, and creating lights and darks as I go. So I don't do a botanical approach, I'm very much allowing the paints just to run into each other. I'm going to draw with the Inktense pencils using green and just dropping a bit of foliage in, and then getting around to painting the actual roses, first going in with a pencil and then using a flat brush. This is a De La Rani flat brush, picking up the paint directly from the pencils and using it as a source of paint. I'm allowing the light on the one side to show through, then taking it darker, mixing a bit of blue and a bit of darker purple into it, so that you have a variety of tones. As soon as I've done one rose, I'm going to get on and have a go at the second rose. A very handy thing to have with you is some kitchen towel. Bit of spritzing, doing a few little details, mixing colour as I go, so I just go with whatever colours I feel like. I'm also going to use an embossing tool, and the embossing tool presses into the paper and allows you to create some negative shapes which just create texture around the outside edge of the flowers. The flat brush, for me, I work 90% of the times with a flat brush because it gives you lovely edges, and you're almost drawing with the paintbrush. Starting on the second rose, I've just noticed some details that need to go in above it. But with the second rose, we're going to once again pick up the paint from the pencils. You can pick them up from the block. Using a bit of purple, using a bit of blue. The blue is blending in with the purple, and I allow the paint to run. I very rarely get my brush into the paint. Doing a bit of scraping on the agapanthus, using a Inktense pencil to just pull out a few details, and allow the paint to do what it's going to do without actually manipulating it. Taking some green blocks of paint and using them dry, just to try and create a little bit of the greenery underneath the roses. Allowing the paint to run once again, using light colours, dark colours. And I think the secret to this kind of painting is have a good drawing underneath, and just allow the freedom of the paint to work for you.